I am now joined with a young man by the name of Richie Maitland, and he is relatively new to the music scene. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
This is your first time here?
Yes, certainly.
Well, welcome. We're happy to have you.
So
you have your new song out,
Uh-huh.
and just let us get a little bit of information about how, okay, we have the final product, but just how it started. How long have you been singing?
Alright. I've been singing for approximately 2 years now, though I've been writing for a lot longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing since I've been a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But singing for me really started when I was in Trinidad at law school. And, there were some friends I got together with randomly, actually. I just went to check one of my friends who lived on the hall at the time. And we were roommates, we were flatmates back in Barbados, where I did my law degree. And, we used to play around with little home recordings and so. And on that occasion, while we were in Trinidad at law school, when I checked him, he indicated that, he had another friend who played guitar and was interested in music as well. So we all got together and we started jamming, playing and freestyling, and we decided, whoa, we actually have something here, we should do this more regularly. Yeah. So it actually became a bit more regularly, and it actually became a bit more regular until we ultimately became a band by the name of Hortical. And we started doing small performances here and there. There was an event which happened at UE in St. Augustine called UE Speak. We started there. Ultimately, we began getting a following. Persons began inviting us to different events. We actually started doing paid performances, and we ended up at the club Stumbling on Arapita Avenue in Trinidad, where we performed at the Reggae Sundays, and managers started to become interested in us. It was really decent, and then finished with law school and had to return home. Oh. So I was really interested in continuing that vibe. I'm still very interested in putting a band together. Mm-hmm. I've not gotten the musicians that I feel I could work with. And I decided that meanwhile, I'll just do some studio work. Mm-hmm. So I went to check a friend of mine, Afiba McQueen. He's a friend from way back. I did some writing for his studio prior to my leaving to study. And I checked him. I said, well, I wanted to do a song. He said, cool. And we went down the Saturday. The whole song was voiced and recorded the Saturday, and we released it the Sunday. We put a quick video together the Sunday and released it. And it just sort of assumed a life of its own. Mm-hmm. Within 2 days, we had over 1,000 views, and persons, began sending me messages on Facebook saying, good song. And I was really wowed because, while I believe in the quality of my work, I didn't necessarily expect that feedback from people. Mm-hmm. So that's basically a brief history of the song.
Okay, so the song, Shalom, right? Mm-hmm. And well, you mentioned that you've been writing since your early years. So yeah. I believe that you wrote the song itself.
Yeah, definitely. I write all my work.
Yeah, could you just give us a little idea on what the song is about?
Well, the song is multifaceted in that it's about peace ultimately, right? That's what Shalom means. I believe it's Hebrew. Mm-hmm. And the song is about resisting any negative powers that be, powers which seek to oppress or otherwise adversely affect the individual. And it's just a song about positivity generally, and maintaining peace despite having to be a warrior in this day and age, and despite having to fight against the things which I think I want to fight against, which is negativity wherever I may find it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you mentioned that in one day the song was done and ready. And
yeah.
It was Black Magic.
Yeah. Black Magic is Fiba McQueen.
Mm-hmm. That's the studio that you worked with?
Yes, that's the studio I worked with.
Okay, and the next day you were out there already.
Yeah, Sunday he put out the tune on Sunday. He just messaged. He said, I stayed up last night. I edited the song. We're ready to release. So I said, cool. I'll come down. I went down. He put together a small video and we just released it on Facebook. We uploaded a YouTube video and then tagged persons on Facebook, and it just started to spread like wildfire. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, so if we have everything on cue, we just get a little listen of the song.
All right, no problem.
We have it ready?
Yeah. Shalom, yeah, 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 yeah. You see, we don't care for the two-faced thiefing, vampire vulture who stay creeping, get up and live, who play sleeping, but not all wolf and but not all sheep in human clothes. Rasta no care for them do's and don'ts. Two parts to choose, don't lose and low. I say I must choose and grow. Now go turn bandolero to get no dinero. Man I tried Moses, band down Pharaoh. Can't program Rasta fast as they go. Rasta no soft head, but not all play though. Here we come, we no crude and boast. Man I stay humble, I blew my post. Spirit firm, can't move my ghost. No care about you and those. Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, I listened to it. I listened to it last night. And it started off with the guitar, which I really liked. When I heard that, I was like, and it's reggae.
Yes, it is.
And to have it sounding like, it doesn't sound like the regular reggae kind of, you know, just how reggae would normally go.
Right.
You know, it does. It's very different.
Right.
Unique.
And that's actually, it's not conscious necessarily in that I don't consciously strive for a different sound, but I just think that's the sound I'm interested in, and it's what manifests, because even when, you know, I had the reggae band, we were a reggae band per se, but the sound we produced was, you know, reggae acoustic, jazz, you know, that sound. It wasn't, the sound doesn't clearly fit within any, you know, defined musical parameter.
And that is, you know, what draws people to you, and you're different. Yes, you're doing reggae, but in your own unique, your own unique way.
Yeah.
So I understand that you have been compared to Bob Marley. How does that make you feel?
Well, I've not given thought to how I feel about it in all honesty, so I can't give you a very direct question to answer to that question. I mean, Bob Marley is certainly one of my greatest inspirations. He's my favorite musician.
Yeah.
And when they say compare, I mean, I don't know what aspect of the analogy in what regard. I certainly don't have Bob Marley's acclaim. I certainly don't compare myself to him in any way. You know, he's a person I respect very much, and I'm grateful for his musical influence. But that's as much as I could say about that, really. You know, I feel honored to be compared to him. It's certainly a good feeling that persons would even place me in that category. I mean, let's just see where the music takes me.
Of course. So, as you mentioned that, what are your plans for the future?
All right. Well, my plans are really putting a band together, right? And actually, anybody who is musically inclined and who's interested, you know, they can just send me an email, richie.maitland@gmail.com. No T in Richie. And we could take things from there. But barring that, while I'm waiting for the band to be formed, I'll continue with doing my musical productions, because I have a lot of work. You know, the band that I was in, we had many songs. We've not done any studio work, so I have a host of lyrical material that I'm just really ready to use. And I continue to write.
And the band that you're speaking about in Trinidad, you guys were doing original music?
Yes, all original. We were never interested in being a cover band.
Wow. That's really good, because normally when you hear a band, you know, they would just do covers.
Yeah,
when you have your original material, that's a plus right there.
Yeah, and actually at a point in time we were all students. Some of them are still, you know, still students. You know, from both law school and vet school at a point in time. So I have one friend who played guitar in the band, Karim Griffith. You know, he graduated with me from law school. But the person who was also the main vocalist and another guitarist in the band, you know, he's still at vet school in Trinidad. But we're all students with musical interests, and we made it happen.
And you said the band started becoming noticed, managers contacting you, and all of that.
Yeah, what really put me in a position of seeing, you know, how much we were appreciated was when we were invited to do the Stumbling gig, which is a really big gig. I don't know if you know, persons in looking might know of our Peter Avenue in Trinidad, which is more or less the party strip. Okay. And there's a club there, Stumbling, and they featured our Reggae Sunday, which was really big. And we were actually featured one of the Sundays. And there was another band, Freetown Collective, persons whose music I really appreciate. We did a show with them as well, at the Drink Wine Bar in Trinidad. You know, that was sold out. We had really good patronage. So it was cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the experience, and I'm looking forward to continuing it.
You mentioned that yes, this song it's reggae, but you would have like jazz influences. But besides that, what other type of music do you enjoy?
Well, I like all genres of music, right? Actually, that probably comes with an exception. I don't really dig country and western and gospel, but barring those two categories, I enjoy all music, and I suppose in some way my enjoyment of those various genres has influenced my musical output.
And the song, if you could just tell us, what kind of feedback have you been getting?
Excellent feedback, excellent positive feedback. I used to teach at BBC actually, and I don't know how the song got into the circulation of the college crowd, but I had many students who reposted the song and really gave it positive comments. Persons were messaging and saying good work. Many persons there didn't even know that I sang, because of course I would have been away for the past 5 years studying. But the feedback is great. I really can't complain. Persons have indicated their interest in hearing more work from me in the future, so I'll definitely feed that.
This is the first song that you have recorded?
Yes, this is the first song I've recorded.
Well, definitely, if this is the first one and you're getting so much positive feedback, then that alone is motivation to continue.
Yeah, certainly.
So you said you have a lot of other material that you are working on. Probably you might release an album soon? Yes,
I'm interested in doing that actually, yes. My main focus is putting the band together, and perhaps for selfish reasons. My creative impetus comes from being around creative energy, and the vast majority of my writing, what I consider to be my best work, was produced in a context where we've just been jamming music, myself and my best friend, because the persons in the band were some of my very best friends, and I was in that kind of energy, and it really inspired me. We would just get together, we'd be talking, and one person would start a strum, one person would pick up the bass and throw a bass on it, a person would, the drummer would drop on there, and I would just get into the vibe a minute, and I pull out my BlackBerry and I just started plug away when it all comes together in a beautiful harmony. And I write my music on my BlackBerry. That's where I write it, and store it. It's just really convenient because I always have it. I have access to all my work.
All right, well, I'd like to thank you so much for coming to the show and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
With your future plans.
Thank you.